Thanks, Janneke, for taking some time out to speak to Hindustan Times. My name is Sandeep, and I'll be asking questions regarding the upcoming World Cup and the Commonwealth Games. Well, time's short, so I'll straight away head to the questions. First of all, I want to know about Rani missing out on both the big events. She's been out of the squad for a long time. She made a comeback. So could you elaborate a little bit about her injury? What exactly is bothering her, and how long will it take her to kind of finally return to the team?
Yeah, we're monitoring her progress, and at this time she's not able to play consecutive matches, and that's why she has to work on her fitness and make sure that that is a possibility.
Is it only the hamstring, or is it something else that's bothering her? And how is she taking it? I mean, being out of the team and also missing out on big events.
Yeah, of course, as a player, you want to participate in the key tournaments, and I think, or I know she worked really, really hard to get back, and it was the hamstring after Tokyo, and then there was a minor setback in April back again, where were some other muscle-related injuries, and it's just that as a player you want to be fit and you want to be healthy, and she's working really hard to get there, and I'm trying, and as a staff we're trying to give her the opportunity to get where she wants to go. Unfortunately, time ran out, and the World Cup was too short and too close by.
When do you think she's expected to make a comeback to the team?
I don't know. Like, for me, it's very hard to do predictions, and I want to give her the opportunity to do what she loves, and that's playing hockey, and that's why as a staff we have supported her, and it's actually, I think, better to talk to her about these things in the sense that it's very frustrating. I think when you're a player and you want to play, and your body is not maybe doing what you want it to do, but it is what it is, and I'm focusing now on the team that we do have, and go from there.
Okay, and I mean, this time last year, before heading to the Olympic Games, India didn't really have too much match practice because of COVID, because of the calendar. There were restrictions, and despite all that, they went ahead and performed brilliantly in Tokyo. This time, obviously, you've had a run of, thanks to the Pro League, not just India, but a lot of teams have had a good run in preparing for the World Cup. And so how do you look at it? How do you think this Pro League will help at the World Cup and also the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah, I think as a player, you need to play high-level games and games that there's something at stake. And I think Pro League helped us tremendously, playing different styles of hockey, learning every game something else. I think we played the Netherlands, and then you play Germany, and then you play Spain, and it's all a little bit different. I think we came into this leg of Pro League and we had to adapt again, and that's why it was helpful to play in Belgium and go from there and know what we need to change. And as I said before, for me, it's, can we play to our level? And if we can play to our level, then I think we can compete with pretty much everyone. And then it's also the form of the day that will make the decision. But I was quite happy with our performance against Argentina and also against the USA, where I think we're getting to the level that I know we can have. And I'm looking forward for us to do that in a World Cup as well.
Well, India is not just India. I mean, most teams are not used to playing major events back to back, which India will be. So how tough do you think that will be, that the team will be playing two major events back to back in a span of 1.5 months?
Yeah, I think as a player, it's just exciting to play big events, and in a perfect world they're a little bit more spaced apart, but that's why you train so hard. You want to play in these big events. So right now our focus is solely on the World Cup, and we want to make sure that we are ready for that first game there. At the same time, in the back of your mind, there's another tournament where something's at stake, but let's see and take it one step at a time.
So obviously you've had a you've had time to analyze where the team needs to work on ahead of these important games because of the Pro League. Which are the areas do you think that we still kind of lag behind and we need to improve going ahead?
I think what you're looking for is the top teams in women's hockey and men's hockey as well. They are able to play and win, I would say, even when they're not playing well. I think for us, when we play well, we have a good opportunity to win, and we know that, but it's the consistency of phases in games where we might get under pressure because the other team is able to do that to us, and then the ability to survive those moments and actually get back into the game and play our own style. I think that's something that we need. I would love to see that we have improved. I think we have improved, but that's something for us to show now as well, that we can be more consistent in a game itself.
The Indian women's hockey team has been in focus ever since the Olympics. There's a lot more, focus on the players and what the team is doing, etc. In the last 1 year, it's getting a lot more coverage in the media than it ever used to before. So has this kind of helped the players? Has it put them under more pressure? What are the expectations when they head to major events like the World Cup and the Commonwealth Games?
I think it's tough. It's tough to have a spotlight on you. I think you just play, and I think it's good. I think deep down, players, you play because you're so passionate and enthusiastic about your sport, and the moment you get the attention and inspire people potentially, I think that's something that as an athlete, that's not why you do it, but it is something that is very rewarding, I would say. So I think that's what our team feels, that's what our players feel, that it's an incredible honor to play for your country and to be able to represent India and inspire people. At the same time, it's also knowing that that's all on the outside, and we actually have to focus on what we can influence and what we can control, and that's just being on the field together and making sure we do our own jobs well. So that's what we're busy with the team, is trying to not be too much busy with all the other stuff that will come, but actually just focus on what I can control, and that is I can run and I can play hockey, and that's what I need to do.
Question about you yourself. You were taken, took charge of the junior team, then you came back to the senior. It's been, how has your experience been with the Indian team, just overall, in the last 1.5, 2 odd years?
Yeah, it's been busy. It's been quite the journey. I love coaching, and both with the seniors and the junior team, it's incredibly interesting for me to be able to coach, to help them develop and see how much they are willing to say, okay, I want to try this, I'll put in all my efforts. And that's also something that I not demand, but that I would like to see, is that their motivation comes from them, and the more they want it, the easier it is for me, and the more enjoyment I have by coaching them, because I know they put in the effort and they enjoy their work and they're learning and they're growing. So while it's been hard work, it's been incredibly rewarding for me as well.
Okay, and what are your expectations from the World Cup? What do you have? You guys set any aim that you will be on the podium or anything? I mean,
yeah, well, I think as a player and as a coach, like, there's always dreams, and you can dream and you should dream. But in the end, the way I look at it, it's like, can we perform the way I know we can perform? And very quickly in the last 2 weeks against Argentina, we were able to perform the way I know we can, but against Belgium, we weren't. And there was only 7 days between those 2 games. Yeah. And for me, that is going to be the interesting feat. In a week, we start our World Cup campaign. Are we able to play to our potential? Can we actually do what we're set out to do? And then we play some really good teams. So if they're better, then as a coach, and I know that's not what people want to hear, but I sort of can live with that. But if I know, like against Belgium, that we leave so much left out there, then that's on me. That's on me as a coach that says, okay, my team is not performing the way I know they can. So if you talk about expectations, more than anything, I want them to perform the way I know they can and just play. And I think we can do good things. But, you know, I think in the women's hockey world, Holland is up top, as everyone knows. But you see the number 2 Argentina, if we have a good day and we can compete against them. And I think that is for every other team in women's hockey, we can compete against them. And if we play well, let's see what happens then.
I saw that you made 2 changes in from the World Cup squad to the Commonwealth Games. Could you tell me the reason for the 2 changes?
Yeah, the changes are more or less based on opportunity, and I'm actually really happy with our training group right now. We have 33 players, and the level of training is actually quite high. And you know, making selections is the toughest job you have as a coach, and it was actually very tough this time. And yeah, it was for me. We have 3 good goalkeepers, and Bichu is doing very, very well, and I'm very happy with her performance. At the same time, Rani is also doing well, so that is the change that I made. And similarly, Sangeeta is a very promising forward, I think, and she's showing a lot of potential, and it's just tweaking small stuff in the group where I think, yeah, players deserve an opportunity, and let's see how it goes.
Okay. One question on the period when you joined the Indian team and now, what differences or what improvements have you seen the team make in this time span? Where do you think that the team has improved in the last 1.5 odd years?
I think they're playing and they're making decisions themselves, and I try to give them tools to own their decision making, and of course we make plans tactically how we want to play against teams. But as you saw against the USA, I need players individually and as a team to make those decisions on the field. This isn't working, let's do this. This isn't working, let's do this. And I think as a group, they've improved tremendously. They can make their own decisions, and sometimes they default and look at me as a coach. But for me, the teams that are successful are able to do it on the field. If I'm saying stuff from the outside, of course I can help, but I'm always 1 second late, right? Because I'm not playing. And the ability for them to see what's happening and to act right away, I think we've made great strides there. We have more game awareness. We know more what the game needs in certain phases. And I think that's where the Pro League helped us. And that's why I'm excited to see us do that in the World Cup as well.
Janneke, one last question. It's about Rani again. Do you think that, she's been the flag bearer of Indian women's hockey for a long time, for more than a decade. Do you think that the team has missed her? And if they have, in what respect?
I think, you miss every good player. In the end, if you are in a sports team, you want to win. You want to perform to the best. So every player is missed when they have talents and skills. At the same time, we can be miserable about it and think about it, or we can look at the players we do have and actually strive and make sure. Like for me, I've had experiences that, great players miss out, and that's not what you want as a teammate. It's not what you want as a coach, but I can't change it. It's what happens. And I always learned a long time ago that then you strive forward with the 18 that you have, and you do the best that you can. And that's what I'm focusing on, to be honest.
Okay, Jan, thanks a lot. Thanks for taking time out for In the Sun. Thanks.